Golden arcs, king crowns, bells, these symbols are instantly recognizable, not just in America, but all around the world. Fast food isn't just a meal, it's a cultural phenomenon. But how did these empires rise to dominate America's diet, economy, and even its landscape? Today we are digging into the secret recipe behind fast food's takeover. I'm Mike Anishev, and in this video I will tell you why among all the food we are craving for burgers and what the White Castle has to do with it, how McDonald's became an American icon and what intrigues it was built on, and why despite all the healthy alternatives we still love eating junk food. Please take a seat. This is the story of how fast food conquers America. Enjoy your meal. The main action was happening after the Second World War. America's was booming, cars were everywhere, suburbs were expanding, and people wanted quick, cheap meals on the go. Pioneers such as McDonald's revolutionized the traditional diner by transforming it into assembly line. This speedy service system cut wait times by serving burgers, fries, and shakes in minutes. Other chains quickly copied this, standardizing menus and speeding up service. But that was just the beginning. Everything exploded in the 1960s with the advent of franchising. Companies realized that they could grow faster by letting entrepreneurs open their own locations under the same brand, and suddenly fast food was everywhere. Okay, fast food took off in a large part because of the highway system that was built in the 1950s and the 1960s. America started driving more than ever before, and cities were rearranged based on car travel for better or worse. And it was a natural business response to the American on-the-go kind of lifestyle. It's all pretty logical, but the question arises, why burgers? And here is the cool story. Although McDonald's was the first restaurant to use the assembly line system, some people think of White Castle as the first fast food chain. White Castle was founded in 1921 in Veggie, Kansas. At the time, most people considered the burgers sold at fairs, circuses, lunch counters, and cars to be low quality. Many people thought hamburgers came from slaughterhouse scraps and spoiled meat. White Castle's founders decided to change the public's perception of hamburgers. They built their restaurants so that customers could see the food being prepared. They painted the buildings white and even chose a name that suggests cleanliness. White Castle was most popular in the America's East and Midwest, but its success helped give hamburgers meat a better reputation nationwide. So, like cars, White Castle played an important part in the development of fast food. But let's rewind McDonald's and take a closer look. How did this simple barbecue stand become an American icon and literally reshape the nation? In 1940, siblings Richard and Maurice McDonald opened a drive-in barbecue stand in San Bernardino, California. Carobs served ribs, burgers, and shakes, but it was chaotic, slow, and expensive. Then, 8 years later, the brothers did something radical. They fired all the carobs, slashed the menu just to 9 items, and turned their kitchen into an assembly line. The new speedy service system cut the costs, reduced wait times, and sold burgers for just 15 cents, half the price of the competitors. But the most interesting part was yet to come. After another 8 years, Ray Kroc, the exclusive distributor of the milkshake mixers, was intrigued that the McDonald's restaurant was using 8 of his machines at once. After observing the restaurant's busy daily operations, he was impressed with how efficiently and cheaply it was able to produce and sell large quantities of food. Kroc proposed a franchise program, and it was the best decision of all time. But initially, there was a little problem. The brothers didn't want to expand fast. They cared about quality control. Kroc, he wanted 1,000 locations and hated the brothers' slow approach. So, in 1961, Kroc had to pay $2.7 million to full control of McDonald's. Desperate to retire, brothers sold their business. They kept only one original San Bernardino store for themselves, but as Kroc kept the McDonald's name, they responded as the Big M. However, Kroc was a touchy person, so in retaliation for the almost $3 million deal, he built a McDonald's right across the street and ran brothers out of business. Kroc's methods were ruthless. but they work. By 1965, McDonald's was publicly traded and Kroc's empire couldn't be stopped. What will happen next, we all know. Global recognition, the McDonaldization of society, and the big fear of clowns. McDonald's didn't just sell food, it sold an experience. Ronald McDonald, the Happy Meal, and playgrounds turned it into a family destination where you can not only eat, but even celebrate your birthday. Exploiting nostalgia marketing and developing childhood memories is actually a genius part of it because it ensures lifelong customers. If you loved McDonald's as a kid, you are more likely to crave it as an adult. Of course, McDonald's wasn't the only one. Giants like Burger King, Taco Bell, Wendy's opened right after. Some chains like Carl's Jr.'s, KFC, and Jack in the Box existed before the speedy service system, but modified their cooking techniques after its debut. They were all different, with their own signature features, but there was something they all had in common. And I'm not talking about speed. Fast food chains mastered 3 key ingredients for success. The first one is convenience. Drive-thrus turned mealtime into a pit stop. No parking, no waiting. Just grab and go. Perfect for America's car culture. The next one is consistency. Whether you are in New York or Nebraska, a Big Mac tastes the same, even the place looks the same. That reliability builds the trust and repeat customers. And the last one is cravings. Fast food isn't just tasty, it's scientifically designed to be the bliss point. The perfect mix of salt, sugar, and fat that maximizes cravings. But all this came at cost. As fast food spread, so did health concerns, rising obesity rates, environmental impacts, and labor disputes. Critics argue that fast food prioritized profits over people, leading to a public health crisis. Yet, despite the backlash, the industry kept growing. There have been efforts across the decades to push fast food to change. In the 1990s, Kentucky Fried Chicken actually shortened its name to KFC because fried was considered such a bad word. Or in 2002, Burger King was the first national chain to have a veggie burger on their menu. Other chains also soon joined the trend, but you know what? The veggie burger market occupies no more than 2 to 3% of the total burger market, and it's not about vegans at all. A lot of people just don't want the food to change. There is an emotional component to it, which is that we like fast food to be an indulgence, a treat, a kind of unhealthy, guilty pleasure. Yeah, today fast food faces health-conscious millennials, plant-based diets, and delivery apps, but these empires aren't going down without a fight. From veggie burgers to AI drive-thrus, fast food is evolving, and it's still a giant slice of American life. Love it or hate it, fast food reshaped America, how we eat, work, and even socialize. So who are we to resist this? Okay guys, that's it for today. If you found this video interesting, please like it and subscribe. Share your thoughts about fast food in the comments, and see you in the next video.